Yo, what's up, homies? We're back in our castle, and we're gonna work on this last remaining space behind us over there by our frozen pond. I want to do a little bit of freestyling with it, but I also want there to be a tavern over here. And I think I also... and it's gonna be kind of like set back. We're gonna have to dig out this, hill just a bit, but it's going to be set back just a little bit. And over here, I don't quite know why or if it'll even look good, honestly, but I want to do like I don't quite know what you would call it, but like a tower here and then a tower here with like an arch over it that you walk through to get up the stairs. I don't know if that makes any sense. And then, you know, just kind of blend that into our tavern that's going to be over here. I'm sure the tavern probably should have been built right into our inn, so that, you know, we could just have our patrons get their drunk on and then go to sleep. But it's not too far of a walk. I think they'll be okay. And yeah, that's what we're going to do. But before we do that, we need to go plant a whole bunch of... Oh, I didn't put my wings and stuff back on. Whoops. We got to go plant a whole bunch of trees, dark oak and spruce, and then chop a whole bunch down because we're running a little bit low on wood. So let's go get some saplings and get to that. All right, so some saplings have been acquired. We don't have exactly a lot of dark oak, but I think this will work. We'll probably just pick some up from the trees that we chopped down. So... let's go right out here. Actually, no, I don't want to go right out here because I don't want to make any more podzol. So let's go fly this way. And I'm pretty sure there's a big wide open area over here because I've traveled it many times getting to and from that village. Ooh, actually, let's just go to that village. All right, the village should be right about here. Yes, there it is. So we're going to come right down over here and let's just start planting some trees and harvesting. Alrighty, back to the castle. We've got 2 shulkers full of goodies, so let's get down into our storage room and put some stuff away and free up a couple more shulkers. So, we have a bunch of leaves, among some other things, and we do have a bunch of saplings now for next time we need to do that. And then this one is completely stocked full of wood. Oh, I also have some in my inventory as well. So, let's go ahead and throw this stuff away. We are actually very low on spruce and dark oak. Oh, we're actually not deathly low on dark oak. That's good. Then once we're good with this, we'll be able to get started on our, what are we calling it? Tavern? Yeah, the tavern. We'll get started on the tavern. All right, these are empty, so we are good to break these down, and we'll throw them back in here. So we'll get right down on here, and let's set up a little bit of a base camp. Where should we put it? I guess we'll put it on the ice. That seems like a terrible idea, but let's do it. All right, we did it, and we have a base camp just above the Sword of Gryffindor under the ice, and I think it's time we can finally get started, and I have no idea what this thing's gonna look like, so I guess we should just start placing some blocks. But first, we've got to remove some blocks, actually. I forgot about this. The path is gonna be in a slightly different place, so we're gonna have to take this stuff up and just kind of loop it around the tower that's going to be right here. And I think we'll cut it back to right there. So now that that is done, we can start placing some blocks. So we're going to start by getting this tower constructed, and there's going to be 4 corners of wood, which will essentially be in these positions. And some of this ice is going to be taken out. I guess we'll just keep going up for now, and then however high we are, we'll probably have to take some down. I'm sure that was far too high. So the main structure of the tower, actually I lied, that's not the main structure, that's the outer structure of the tower, has been completed. So now we're going to go through, and we've got some deep slate bricks to place in I was going to call this a circle, but that's pretty obviously a square. So we're just going to kind of essentially do this until we get up to a suitable height. Then we'll go through and begin making it look how I want it to look. All right, we're going to leave it at this height for now because there is an upper section that rather than the deep slate is going to be the white terracotta again. So now we'll go through and do a little bit of the detail-y bits, which starts with a little something like this. Yes, exactly like that. So now we do some trapdoors, and then we kind of just work our way up and continue that pattern. All right, and that is as high as we go. We go 3 of the little circle things up the side, so we got to take some of this down. I guess I could have mathed this one a little bit better before I built it, but yeah. So we got the terracotta going in now, and this is basically just the 3rd and top layer of the tower, and then the roof will be above that, which means these can come down too, I'm pretty sure. All right, so that is pretty much how the tower is going to look when we're done with it, except for there will be one little change to it, so that's going to be, I guess you could call it a secret until we get the whole thing built. Be wary, don't be expecting anything extravagant. It is certainly nothing extravagant, I can promise you that. Actually, I guess I could just tell you. It's just a little bit of lighting that this tower is going to be giving off. It's going to be a light tower, per se. But not a lighthouse, not really lighting up much of anything, but it's going to be a light tower. And one more side to complete, just the back side. And after this, we'll go through and do the lighting so that you can kind of get an idea of what I'm yapping about. And then you'll be able to understand that I was being completely serious when I said it was nothing special. But I'm not going to lie, it is kind of cool. All right, we've got the tower pretty much fully designed, so ooh! So that is pretty much the detail around the tower. I am still going to edit the poles just a bit, but I want to get the lighting in because I enjoy it, I guess. That's the reason. So let's get our trusty redstone box out, and they're not in there. All right, my redstone lamps were still down in my storage area, but now I've got them, so we're ready to go, and let's get to redstoning this, which is very, very simple. You can trust me on that. There's no on or off. It's just, there's a light, it's lit up, and maybe it'll do something, but probably not. But it just kind of looks cool, so we're gonna rip it. And I just realized that I was going all of the way around the tower to do all this, when I could have just been doing it from one side the whole time, so luckily my brain started working a little bit this time. So now we can just finish it all right up from one spot, and then if there's any blocks laying around, we can clean them up. And the sun is going down, so we can really see what this looks like and if it looks good, which I do believe it does look pretty good, and that's why I decided to do it here as well. So I'm happy with that. Let's sleep. So now I'm going to go through and just add a little bit of texture type stuff to these big posts leading up, which is just essentially going to be some dark oak planks and stripped logs. And now I think we got to move on to the main building and the little bridge archway thing that goes over the walkway. So I think we'll start by placing that in the complete wrong spot. So yeah, that's the end of the video. I'm done. Bye. Anyways, we'll start by marking out where the rest of this is going to go. So this is 1, 2, 3 block. 1, 2, 3 block, 1, 2, 3 block. And then working depth-wise, we're going to do essentially from that to that just this way. So this bit here is going to be square. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 blocks wide, which means we've got to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 blocks wide, and then this one will be right over here as well. And I think I'm actually going to go another block this way, so right there, and then does that block look like it's in line? No, I didn't think so. I'm about to crash out. No, I'm totally kidding. It's just what I do. I do things wrong. So we do have to put this one over here. And now I believe we've got the main... I cannot believe that this is all like, why is that sideways? Why is that block sideways? Anyways, I guess we'll fix it before we lose our mind. All right, so the base of this is completely marked out. So we can go up with it, which I believe we're going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? I think it's 5, so let's just do it. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so the poles are all in. Now let's do the cross beams, which are literally just going to be like this, and connecting each one to the next nearest one. All right, those are all connected up. We also have to connect this to this, and I think that is not in the right spot. I'm pretty sure that has to be up one more, so I think we're gonna have to wait until we build the actual tavern portion of this up a little bit more. So now let's clear out everything within the walls so that we can have an interior, because we don't do only exteriors here on this channel. Actually, I guess we kind of do, since half of the big old castle up there is missing an interior. And now I think we'll just get the detailing bits done around the outside of here, which is kind of the same as the tower, just there's not a bottom portion of the circle. It's really just the top portion that gets any of this detailing. And it's just the stairs and the trap doors as with the rest of it. And then for these parts that are going to be kind of built into the hill just a little bit, I think we will just keep doing this and obviously just stop where we can't go any further, but we will keep it as uniform as we possibly can. I ran out of trapdoors. And voila, there we go. We have the same thing all of the way around. I believe we didn't miss anything. So now we need to go back to our deep slate, which luckily we still have on us because I'm a smart guy. And I am going to have to grab some spruce trap doors and a spruce door. And actually, I should probably grab some glass. Oh, it is right here. Nice. So the front door is going to be right there. And then on this side, we're going to line up trap doors for a little bit more of a entrance look, I guess you could call it. I don't really know what else I would call it. So that's what it's going to look like from the inside. A little weird. But the outside, it looks like a nice door. So that is our front door. And now we will dive into the deep slate portion of this. And then when we build this up, it's kind of just going to be like a a rectangle. That's what we were looking for. And then a window is going to be right there. But yeah, this is pretty much how it's going to look from the interior. Obviously, we're going to have to do something a little bit funky back here. So there's probably not going to be windows. I think I'm just going to plug that up, actually. So now we've got the whole interior bit done. Actually, I just realized I never put the windows in. But other than that, this is pretty much done for now. And I think there's supposed to be another layer of brick up there. I don't remember exactly, so I'm going to have to check my pictures. And there actually may not, because there's got to be a floor up there as well. Okay, so that makes a little more sense. So now we need to get up on the top part and place a little bit more wood. This needs to come up and this needs to come up, and then there will be a wall here. So I think what I'm going to do is run a beam right across just like this. And now that we have it here, this out here is going to be kind of a porch, and then this is going to be another portion of the building, which will in turn connect to our tower. So actually, if I can reach, which of course I can't, there's going to be the walkway going across right up at this level. So let me do this over here, and then we can even do the arch on that thing while we're here. So for this arch, we're going to do the stair, but then only one of not that trapdoor, this trapdoor, and then they will of course line this bit, and then a stair, and then just one more. I did it like that because I don't want to hide all of the logs from that side, so I think it looks decent like that. We'll keep it. And then, of course, we've got to put the base down for the actual walkway that's going to be going across. And then I'm pretty sure I actually took this out to put some not slabs. But yeah, just to put some slabs there to hide that. Oh, actually, I need to put them down here because otherwise there's a gap. And now, just before we get any further, I'm going to go through and, of course, add a couple of the extra stuff in. All right, and I think this will do for now. That's just enough block changes, I think, for my liking. So now what I want to do is get back up there and finish this little walkway that goes across here, just so that we know exactly how high it's going to be to connect to the rest of the building. So it's going to be like that, and then These, of course, need to get a bit taller so that we can put a stair on there. And then, I don't have them on me, but there will be spruce fencing here. Actually, I'm just going to grab them. As I was saying, spruce fencing there. So now, way up here, we need to basically just finish the framing for just beneath where the roof is going to be. And that is pretty much just another layer of logs and stuff, just like the rest of what we've been doing this whole entire... Why the heck did I just do that? This whole entire build so far. Oh. All right, well, I guess I'm having a stripped spruce right there. You know what? We're just going to keep it. And then we need to place some upside down stairs in these places like so. And then they will be connected by some more trap doors. So I'm trying like a, I guess you would call it the soffit part of the roof. But yeah, I'm trying a soffit idea just beneath where the roof starts out of these chocolate bar trapdoors. And there we go. It's actually starting to take shape. I'm liking it. It's looking good. So now we're going to head back up here and we're going to do the second story of the tavern, which means I need to go up yet again. And I went too far. And then also, we may as well connect everything up while we're up here. So let's just go about building around, I suppose. All right, the frame is up. So now we're going to go through and just do our little stair trapdoor thingy we got going on here. And then once we're done with this, we are going to have to figure out what the floor is going to be on the porch over here. Because I don't know what I want it to be, but it's got to be some sort of wood planks, I would guess. Because then we have the fences going in here like that. So yeah, we'll probably do planks, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. And we've got 2 more spaces to fill, and it looks like we're gonna run out of trapdoors once again. I'm still not entirely sure how 6 planks form 2 trapdoors, but then also 6 planks form 4 stairs. Doesn't quite make too much sense, but then again, what do I know? I just play it. And there we go. Every section is filled with the circular oval-ish details. So now we get to work our way in. So we're going to form the windows as we did with the downstairs and kind of I don't really know, actually, if that goes down there. But yeah, anyways, for now, we're just going to go around and do the interior for the second level, which is going to be all terracotta. And hopefully you understand why I'm doing this once we get back down to the ground and look at it, because I personally think it looks fantastic, and hopefully you guys will too. And now once we get the floor in, we will be able to do the windows, but let's go down and take a little peek and see if you guys can understand why I enjoy this look so much with the terracotta on the top half. Don't know what it is about it. I just really think it looks good when it's up on the upper half of a building. So now I think what we're going to do is grab some wood, and we got to do the floor quick so that we can actually walk around on the second level, and we need some more dark oak planks. And also, I just realized we need to decide where a staircase is going to go to get up to the second level. I always forget that that is part of building, but I suppose maybe we should just get this floor done first before we worry about something else. And hopefully there's going to be a spot that just screams, hey, this is where your staircase should be, right here in this spot. All right, so we'll have the staircase come right in. We'll have the floor come right in through the door, obviously. It's typically what you do with floors. They go through the door. And I think what we'll do for a staircase is maybe we'll just have one kind of work its way up right over here into the back corner of the upstairs, and I think that's going to work out perfectly. So, and yes, I know it is in a tavern where you're probably not going to be completely sober, but we're not going to have a railing on this thing, so good luck. So we've got the floor in. It is complete everywhere, I believe, and we did end up putting a small railing, but that's only for the top of the stairs. So if you're still going down, I guess it's not a huge drop. You'll be fine. But anyways, we need to go once again make about 1,000 more dark oak trapdoors. I did make a whole bunch. Holy cow. I might not need that many. So we're going to get up here and we are going to keep mapping out how the roof is going to be shaped. So it'll pretty much be how it is there, I'm pretty sure. And then over here, we'll start again with a trapdoor on the outside. And then 1, 2, 3. And this should be a stair, yeah. And then we'll keep going like this. Stair, and then another one. So then the roof will start pitching up like this. And then we got to come back over here and do the same thing on this side. So this one will be on this trapdoor. There we go. And we will probably have to fix that little bit right down there where that stair was, but that's okay. We'll figure it out. We're smart-ish, I guess. But anyways, there we go. And then we got a block up here, and we're going to do I do wood across? Yeah, let's just do like this type of thing running across. Some logs here and there. And right over to here, and then we got another one of these. And actually, I think I have something in the wrong spot. I think this one, I don't know how I didn't pick that up, but that is supposed to be solid. And then there'll be a stair on that one, and then a block here, and then a stair on this one. And I think that is the look that I was going for. Yes, I believe it is. Over here, we got to fix this, of course, with a stair there, block, block, and then stair. So the frame of the main roof is now good to go. But, yeah, let's sleep. So now we're going to figure out this, upper wall on this part of the upper tavern, I suppose we'll call it, the upstairs of the tavern. And that is pretty much just going to include doing the same thing that we've been doing, only this time we have to modify it a little bit because this is a little bit of a funky shape. So I think we did something a little bit like this when we were trying it out, which then left room for at least 2 trapdoors. Oop, that one doesn't need to be flipped. And then, of course, some terracotta filling in the... I know there's a term for this, the background, but that's not it. All right, so let's see how this looks from out here. Yeah, okay, that is exactly what I was going for. So that worked out perfectly. And now we got to do it on the other side as well. And there we go. This side is not done yet. Now it is done as well. So we can actually begin on the roof. But first, let's get down here and see what we're looking like. And, oh my god, I cannot believe how this is turning out. So now we got to get up here and do the smaller side, which I just realized I actually made an oopsie with, because it doesn't come all the way around like this. So we've got to take out these 5 things right here. And then, of course, we've got to do our little stair trick over here as well. And then I believe this will be the solid one. There we go. And then a stair, a block, a stair, and then blocks right across the top, just like with the other side. And this will meet up right with, I believe, here is where it'll meet with the roof on this side and kind of just blend into it. So now, oh, I just realized I never put the glass in the windows, so I guess we'll do that first before we move on. So we got glass, we'll have to get a door for right there and right there. So we've got all the windows in. Do I have any doors on me by any chance? No, but I have spruce all over the place, so I'll just grab one of the probably, who knows, 36 that are left in this shulker over here. Whoa! I'm honestly so smart. It's unbelievable just how smart I actually am. The comedic timing of that was just unbelievably perfect. And now let's go get our roofing supplies, and we'll become roofers for the day. All right, we're gonna need deep slate tiles, and I think we're gonna use some of these as well. And I thought I had the other one, but I guess not. Okay, we've got our select stairs that we're gonna use for the roof. So let's get on up here, and we're gonna start placing some roof tiles. And I guess I could have just gone up right there. Oh, but that's right. First we have to do the dark oak ones. Ah! Come on, Wit, you gotta crouch. It's a trap door, and now it's open, so now I have to uncrouch, and there we go. All right, the wood is down there, so now we can start ripping this one around with the tiles. And of course, we're gonna alternate in some bricks and some of the polished stuff every so often, but not too much, just enough to add a little bit of texture. And we are finishing the roof just in the nick of time. I messed up. Oh, brother. All right, let's get on down there and have a look-see, and then we'll decide where we're going to go from here. And oh my goodness. Wow. Wow. Ooh, I am very happy with how this is coming out. Oh my goodness. Oh man, I really do like this thing. I'm like trying to move on, but I just keep looking at it. So I think what we're going to do now is throw everything that we've gotten so far into a time lapse because I'm a little bit addicted to time lapses, and then we'll be back to show it off. So let's go! All right, here we have our beautiful tavern. I am just so happy with how this thing came out. And in case you're curious, yes, I am standing in a tree. No, I don't know why. But yeah, enough about that. Why don't we go take a peek at this thing? And I guess we could start with the light tower, even though we already kind of went over that when I was building it. But yeah, I mean, I'm still a big fan of that now that the whole thing is completed. And I did do a couple things between the time lapse and right now, which includes removing all of the vines from the front of this because I don't know, for some reason with this thing, I like the clean look of it. We did leave some here and there, like on the back side, and then there's some over here on the side, which, ooh, it's actually spread to the tree. That's interesting. I didn't know that it could do stuff like that, but I kind of like it. But anyways, yeah, out here, I just really love this entryway to get up onto the staircase. I think it looks so good. And then we replaced the bottom trap door on all of the windowways, I guess you'd call them, with like little flower bed type things, just with some bushes in there. And yeah, I think it looks a little bit cleaner, gives it a little bit of a more lively look, I think. Yeah, so let's get inside and we'll check this thing out. This has become one of my favorite interiors I think I've ever done. And here we have the tavern. Now, we did the whole dark wood thing on the walls just to keep it a little bit more dark in here. And I think it does give off like a pretty good tavern vibe, I would say, with like, you know, all the dark wood and stuff. Yeah, so we've got our bar over here and we did some drinks, you know, because it's a tavern, so there's got to be drinks. I don't quite know if I like them because, like, yeah, they're simulating drinks, but they also are potions and they look like potions, so I don't know. But we're gonna keep it because I went through 7 armor stands to do it, and that's actually why there's only 7, because armor stands tend to make things a little laggy, and there's already so many other ones in this castle. So, but yeah, then we have the mini block wood log stools, which I just absolutely love. I think they work perfectly for that application. And then our shelving. Our shelving is the chiseled bookshelves, but then I have a data pack from Vanilla Tweaks that makes them 3D, so they can kind of work as shelves, and I am absolutely loving that. So we definitely had to do a bit of that, and I think it just adds so much to this. I mean, there's depth back here now. It's just not a flat wall, you know? But then, yeah, of course, some paintings up there to give it a little bit more character, and paintings over here on the walls around the bar tables, and of course we had to do a dartboard so you can throw darts while you're in here drinking away. And full disclosure, I did not search to see if they had darts in medieval times, but we're going with it. If they didn't before, now they do. So yeah. But this is the downstairs of the tavern, and I am absolutely loving it. And now let's head upstairs and take a little peek. We've got this, I guess you could call it like a faux wall with a door, and this is just hiding what is a little rest and recovery room with one single bed in it. So, you know, if you got your drink on a little bit too much, you could come up here and, you know, rest a little bit. You got your own little porch to go catch some fresh air on, get a nice view of both tiers of the inside of the castle. And yeah, oh, actually, you know what? I was trying to figure out how to do benches up here or like seats or anything, and I couldn't come up with anything, but the stairs being on the end right here, this is a perfect little bench. Let's pop a squat. All right, enough of that. But let's go back inside and we will check out our last bit of the tavern, which is our nice outdoor porch. We've got a few booths up here. If you're out with your buddies, you want to just come hang out, have a drink, but also be outside. You have a lovely area out here that overlooks the top tier of the castle. We've got the nice trees out here. I'm probably going to do some more up here just to fill it out a little bit more, but you're almost like in the forest when you come sit out here. And me, I love the forest. I love everything about the forest. You could even ask my wife anytime I want to light a candle, it's got to be pine or cedar or forest or earth or something of the sort. So this would be my place to hang out. But I think that is just about everything that has to do with our tavern. I mean, of course, we did do, you know, some bushes here and there, but that's all standard. I do that for everything. And yeah, I think that's about everything that we can show. Oh, I forgot about the awning. I did do an awning up there, and I really like how that came out too. Oh, tree. But yeah, I'm very happy with the awning, and I am now realizing that the awning is just an extended version of the light. That's funny. But yeah, that's our tavern. That's about all we're going to get into today. So I hope you guys have an incredible weekend, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and I love you. Bye!